the time has come, the walrus said.
Well, hello everyone. It's been a little minute. You know, I was away for a bit because I was sick. Actually, this has happened on the channel before, but I'm back now and we're getting to videos. I want to do a quick update video just to let you guys know where we're moving forward, where I've been. And you know, I always do my update videos with Mario's Picross in the background because I love me some Picross, and we've been playing this game for, this is the part 9 of the series. This is just how I do my update videos. It's fun, man. It's tradition on the channel, you know? I got COVID, which is not the first time I've gotten COVID, sadly. I had it once before, actually, while I was on the channel back in 2020. To kind of give some backstory in the channel, I wanted to kind of lay things out to explain where I'm going next. I started this channel back in 2018, which means this channel, it's about 4 years old now? So it's about 4 years I've been uploading videos to this thing. And you know, when I started out, I wanted to do games like Sonic the Hedgehog. I recorded it, and I don't know if I still have it. I probably don't. Future Jockey can check, though, if I have that footage of me trying to play Sonic the Hedgehog on my old computer. My old computer was from, like, 2008. It was real old and shitty. So surely enough, the recording footage came out looking terrible. Super slow, super laggy. Maybe it was the colors or the fast-moving sprites or whatever it was. It just wasn't going to work. So I couldn't exactly record games like Sonic the Hedgehog. I could, however, record slower 8-bit games like Castlevania, which was the first game I uploaded to the channel. And of course I could do like RPGs, so that's why I did a lot of Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy back in the day. You know, that was the humble beginnings of my channel, but it kind of shaped the YouTuber I am today. Because I started with that early era of gaming, I kind of stuck to it. Because eventually when I got a better computer, it's like, well, hell, I've played Mario 1, 2, and 3, I might as well play Mario World now. Also, talk about a quick puzzle. This one was just an easy sailboat, wasn't it? Yeah. No, but after I got my better computer around 2020, I was able to do much faster and bigger games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, and that was great. And so the plan from there was just to move along with every era of gaming. That was when I got sick with COVID, and that kind of really halted things, unfortunately. I debated not even coming back to YouTube just because it was so much trouble and because I was not doing well and I needed to work and all that stuff. So the channel may have ended then, but I ended up coming back. I did the Matsunui Online game, which is to this day one of my favorite series I've done on the channel. And eventually I got around to a ton of other fun games like Donkey Kong Country 2, Super Metroid, whoops. And most recently we've done amazing games like Link to the Past and Link's Awakening, and I've loved the format that I've been doing. I'm messing up all of a sudden, I'm not going to get a good score on this one. But yeah, because of that, my channel's kind of become more about the history of gaming and exploring it one step at a time. I know I've done things kind of out of order with games like Honey Pop, and even now Mother 3 are much more modern kind of games, but I feel like they aren't crazy graphically or gameplay-wise enough to kind of change things up like that. Like Pokemon Snap is just a game where you, on rails, take pictures of Pokemon. It's not exactly a big leap in the gaming history. But that's why I'm kind of laying things out now, is because we're about to take that leap. This Friday, I'm playing Super Mario 64 on the channel, and from there, we got a whole bunch of Nintendo 64 and PlayStation stuff. Not as much Sega Saturn. I love me some Sega. Sega, you know, live and breathe Sega. Can't get enough of them. I got my Sonic jacket right here, of course, always do. But they didn't have as much of an impact in this era in gaming. In fact, that's kind of a sad thing we're getting to this point, is that a lot of gaming would kind of die off and fade away. Like, I mentioned Metroid, and I love Metroid. I have the Samus poster over there, which used to be in my main background. I really enjoy Metroid, but sadly, it wouldn't get a 3D entry. Neither would Sonic the Hedgehog until the Dreamcast era, which is much later on, so I want to save that for later on. Series like Castlevania would be rocky. Like, I'm probably not going to play Castlevania 64. I'll probably just do, you know, Rondo of Blood on the TurboGrafx 16. But yeah, we're moving on to the next era. A few games I have in mind I want to do. F-Zero X. Love that game. Once we get to the spooky season with Halloween, I absolutely want to do Resident Evil. I think that'll make a great spooky kind of month. Although that game's also kind of short, so I don't know that it'll be enough. I may also do Resident Evil 2 if I have time for it. But of course, also at the same time I'm doing Mother 3. Mother 3 is probably just going to last till the end of the year with how long that game apparently is. I'm just going off of word of mouth on how long Mother 3 is. Considering I take my break in December and I want to get things kind of wrapped up by then, there's going to be a lot of Mother 3 content on the channel. Maybe not this week. Of course, the two things from the kind of previous era of gaming I need to wrap up is Link's Awakening, which has 2 more parts yet. I've already recorded them, edited them, they're ready to upload, and they'll be uploading tomorrow and the day after, just to wrap up that series, which I had a lot of fun with that. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. And then there's the extra part for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. That, I actually had a lot of time to make progress on that while I was sick, because, I mean, it's not like I could record other videos, so I just, hey, I'll do play some Sonic 3 and Knuckles, get some footage for the extra part, you know? Because it's a fun game, why not, right? It's one of the best platformers of its generation. Oh, we're almost wrapping up on this. Oh, alright. We made is that a cactus? Drink cactus juice, it'll quench you. Speaking of Sonic 3 Knuckles being one of the best platformers of its generation, since we're moving on to the next era, I think I wanted to lay out a kind of plan. So I mentioned on the channel is about 4 years old now. When we get to the 5-year anniversary next year, I really want to do a tier list of every game I played on the channel. Maybe top 50, maybe tier list, we'll see. That seems like a lot of fun, and I can just make a tier list account to do that sort of thing. I'll do it on stream, what the hell. That'll be a fun stream, and I can get some of your guys' input and thoughts on that while I'm doing it. In fact, speaking of stream, coming up soon, I'm going to be finally getting around to the speedruns. I know I've been mentioning them for a little while now on the Twitch channel, how I want to get around to doing speedruns on Sundays. And there's been interruptions, as you know, the whole being sick thing, but also, I want to be ready for it. I don't have anything set up yet. I've downloaded a thing that lets me, like, click to time myself. And sections and all that. But other than that, I'm just kind of preparing. The first speedrun I know I want to do is Super Mario World, but I have a lot of practice to go. I've never speedrun the game before, but I have seen it done, so I know the general gist of what you're supposed to do, and it seems fairly simple. Like, I can do it. I got it. Famous last words. I don't know, I think that'll be fun. Otherwise, oh whoops. Otherwise, we got more Saturday Nights Alright going on, Splatoon 3. I know I haven't uploaded a lot to the Saturday Nights Alright YouTube channel recently. That's just because I haven't been super happy with every stream that's happened, but what are you gonna do? I'm sure I'll get some uploads going there eventually. I mean, I have some Mario Party I'm behind on that I want to get uploaded there. We made an apple! Look at the sheen on that apple. Why don't we do just a couple more puzzles here? I don't have too much more to talk about. Aside from Mario 64 and Resident Evil, which I already mentioned, another game I have in mind that I want to do is Metal Gear Solid, and this I kind of need your input on, because I'm not sure. I know for a fact I want to do co-commentary with Game. I got a PlayStation 1 capture card so that I can screen share with him. It also would probably be a very long series. The original Metal Gear Solid's a pretty long game. So, you know, it'll take some time, and that's why I'm like, I don't know that I can get it done by the end of the year, especially if I start it in like October or November, right? Because September I want to dedicate to Mario 64 and a lot more Mother and all that stuff. So part of me is like, maybe I should have it half upload on Game's channel like I did the Soul Lock. I know it's not quite like the Soul Lock. Game's basically just co-commentating there. He's not actually playing the game. He's just kind of watching me do it. But still, I feel like I should do it half and half on Game's channel, because that way I'll get more content uploaded here. I'll be making more progress on Mother 3 while I'm also getting parts uploaded of Metal Gear Solid to his channel. So it'll just be all around some progress, you know? We'll be solid then. But let me know your thoughts. Should I have that half uploaded on Game's channel, or should it just stick here since he's not actually playing the game? I don't know. Personally, I think I should definitely have it go somewhere on Game's channel. I haven't actually discussed this with him yet, but I don't know when this is getting uploaded. Hopefully I'll get around to it. Otherwise, let me know some games in the 3D era, the N64, PlayStation, heck, maybe there is something on Sega Saturn you want to see me play on the channel, because I'm open to it. There's a lot I want to do in this era. Of course, I have these posters back here. Part of me is, like, nervous about going into that game, because, boy, it is something for me. Oh, that's a discussion for another day. But otherwise, yeah, I want to thank all of you all for subscribing, because we've had a lot of subscribers come by. We've gotten a lot of views on some videos in particular. In fact, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 did very well. I mean, some of those parts, nearly 200 views, my god. Really, I do appreciate everyone coming by and watching. I mean, I've made it clear that my goal on YouTube is more just making content that I think should be out there and that I would watch myself. So I'm not crazy about, oh, we gotta hit 3,000 likes and all that shit. Like, nah, you can watch if you like. It's totally up to you. I just make this stuff because I like this kind of stuff, and I think it's good content, if you ask me. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little deluded, but who knows. Yeah, I'm not quite up to hip with the recent generation. I've yet to download TikTok or even watch any TikToks. I don't know. I kind of appreciate longer, more in-depth, thought-out content. which is something else I want to go more into. You know, did I mention this earlier? I forgot if I did, but Sega has a bit of a history in the mid-90s with the Sega Saturn not being much of a success, and there's a lot of interesting story behind it. I want to make one of those videos like I did for Bionicle, where it's me in the chair talking to the camera, just because that's a fun format. Except I would do it talking about, like, Sega in the 90s, because, boy, there's some story there with what was going on at Sega. And I think I should make a video on like that, just for context, because otherwise I'm not going to be uploading much Sega Saturn content to the channel. There's not like a lot of essential games I need to do, except maybe Nights, I guess. I could play Sonic Jam as an extra video some point. And I do want to get around to Knuckles Chaotix. That is a 32X game that's like kind of classic Sonic, but just like a weird mid-era, I would say. Same with 3D Blast. They're both kind of weird middle entries and Triple Trouble and all that stuff. Although I'll probably save that stuff for next year, as well as like all the other 16-bit RPGs. This doesn't mean I'm done with 16-bit games, period, or SNES or Sega Genesis games, period. It just means I'm focusing more on N64 stuff. I mean, heck, when I started SNES and Sega Genesis stuff for the first time, I still hadn't even played like Metroid or Mega Man 5 or 6 or any of that stuff. So I get around to it, you know. Oh man, this puzzle's a little more complicated than the other ones, just because there's no like full rows. I gotta focus on the numbers, Mason. What do they mean? No, but I'm definitely looking forward to doing a lot of this Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1 era. Part of the reason I'm finally getting around to it is because I'm not actually doing like computer emulation. Computer emulation of N64 and PlayStation 1 games is rough. Lots of flickering, lots of lagging, audio issues. It's not great. If you ever use like Mupen 64 or 60force or any of that stuff, there's a lot of issues, which is why I have a PlayStation 1 capture card, so I'm actually recording directly from an actual PlayStation 1, which I think is awesome. Heck, I have my controller right here, which is the original one that didn't even have analog sticks. I love this thing. A PlayStation 1 is my favorite Sony console there is. I'm really excited to get to this. I love Resident Evil, I love Metal Gear Solid, love Final Fantasy VII, but that's a bit of a ways out, because I still got a couple other Final Fantasies before that. Mystic Quest. Am I going to play Mystic Quest on the channel? I don't know. Let me know if you want to see that. And for Nintendo 64, while I didn't get a capture card for an actual N64, I'm playing them on the Switch, and I got a Nintendo 64 wireless controller, so that I have the authentic play feeling, because you need that controller for that console. People criticize the N64 controller all the time. I won't hear it. I love that controller. It's super useful for all the games on the system, most of the games on the system. You know, it has its place, okay? Sure, it's weird, but it's important for the gaming industry. I mean, it had an analog stick. That was cool, man. I also have some bias because it was the first home console I ever played. Before that, I was strictly a computer player at home with this thick-ass PC that took forever to load stuff. But yeah, I love me some N64. What am I making here? I always want to assume it's something Mario related, because this is Mario's Picross, but most of the time it isn't. It's just random shit. Also, uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute, that's 5. No, that's not 4. There we go. I almost messed it up, but we're good. We're good. I think we're making... Or no, that's singular. This isn't quite symmetrical. This is weird. What is this? Oh, whoop, nope, that's there. So is that. There we go. Okay, it's just like a off-center target. What the hell? Why would you make me make this? A donut? That's a donut. Now I want a donut. Well, anyway, that's a whole row of puzzles done here. This is our tradition after all. Level 3 of Easy Picross. And then we got Kinoko and mushroom-themed worlds as well. Boy, this is a big game. This game will last the channel. Maybe I should stream it at some point. I don't know, let me know what you think. But in the meantime, that's it for today's video. Let me know just all that stuff in the comments. Let me know if I should upload Metal Gear Solid to Games channel. Let me know what kind of N64, PlayStation 1 games I should play, or Sega Saturn if you really have any ideas. And just let me know what your thoughts are on the channel and everything, and how we've come so far. I mean, 4 years. This is coming to be quite the old channel, or over 4 years at this point, because I started in like August of 2018. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you're looking forward to all that stuff. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and have yourself a very good day. Bye now.